obviously what happened was, you know, it all went a bit dead, and I went off and then came back on there.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I remember you from back in the day. Like, yeah, I used to. Yeah, I had a home base in up on Embry Hill. I was on late night. I think I made contact with you a few times, but of course back then it was a lot busier, wasn't it? There was a lot of people around then, and then for whatever reason I chucked it all in. Because I was only young back then. I was at school, like, so I chucked it all in and come back about 2 years ago, I think it was, just after COVID came around, and seems like it's getting a lot more popular now.
Yeah, it has. You're right, absolutely. Yeah, slowly but surely it's getting a bit like that. But yeah, I was about that sort of age as well. Well, I'd left school by then, but yeah, all my schoolmates were on it and all that type of stuff. I suppose I come on at the early 90s, I suppose. But yeah, that's fantastic. Well, if you remember me, that's great, mate. But yeah, if you know where the Mouse Pub is, just keep going up the hill there, and I'm right on the top there.
Yeah, sound. That's cross paths one day for a beer, like have a chat about the old days. Because yeah, the CB back in the 90s, those were the days, on it. Like everyone was on there. It was a right old laugh.
Well, funny you should say that. There's a big CBI ball going on in the village this Saturday at 3 o'clock in the Lion, mate.
Yeah, Sam, I've just been over there, funnily enough. It's my boy's birthday, a couple of days. We've just been over for a birthday lunch. So, yeah, if I'm about, I'll pop over and say hello.
Yeah, Saturday at 3 o'clock, and you'd probably notice all the CB lot. They normally quite a few of us in there, 10, 15 of us, and they normally take all the tables together. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, we're normally downstairs, not far from the bar, like. All different ages, do you know what I mean? But there's some breakers he's been on like for years and years ago, and there's some people that ain't even on the CV no more that turn up, like, you know?
Yeah, it'd be Sam, mate. Yeah, it'd be good to say hello and make contact with all of you. Do you remember a guy called Blue Flame back in the 90s, in the early days? He was in Southmead, I think it was. I used to know him quite well, and when I sold all my gear up, sold all the gear, he took my radio off me. But yeah, I remember Lawrence, nice guy. I think he's passed away now though, but you might be able to remember him.
Yeah, originally before he lived in Southmead, he only lived across the back from me, and I knew Lawrence very well. Guy with a beard and a wheelchair, like.
That's right.
I really liked him. He was a right character, but yeah, I think he's passed away now, mate.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he's sound. He was Lawrence. Yeah, we always got on pretty well. Yeah, I just got my boy here. I haven't seen him for a while, so he's getting into the radios. He wants to say a quick hello, if that's all right.
Yeah. Carry on, mate.
Hello.
Hello, young man. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. So is this your first go at the CB radio?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're doing well. You're on the channel 19 now, which is the breaking channel, and yeah, I'm not a million miles away from you, but yeah, you're sounding good on the CB. Well done.
Right, thanks. Bye.
Fantastic. There we go. But yeah, you get that big aerial off. I don't know if you're right in the dip there. You might struggle to get out slightly to some breakers because it's right down in the dip there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, I'm going to get the aerial up nice and high. It's a 24-footer, the IMAX. So I got it on a 10-foot pole, 24-foot antenna, so we should be able to get it up high enough. But we'll see how we go. I'll put a shout out tomorrow if you're about, see how we get on. But I've got to be honest, I turned the portapak on first time just now. I had one about 25 years ago. So it's the first time I've seen one in the flesh for about 25 odd years. And I thought, I ain't going to get nowhere like with a telescopic indoors, 4 watts. And yeah, sure enough, here we are. So it's working a lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah, I had a Midland portapak till recently. I got you on about a 7-8 pound, but then again, if you're on the batteries, it's all dependent, isn't it? But like I said, I'm right up on top of the hill, not a million miles away from where Southmead police station used to be, like. But yeah, I did have one, and I sold it to a breaker. I think he's on here now, actually, Joe, but he's in Brislington. I don't know if you'll be able to get Joe.
Yeah, probably a bit too far out with the telescopic, but I'll get I'll be back on again tomorrow with the IMAX, so it should be alright. But yeah, good to make the contact on the old kit. The old kit's still working well. Yeah, they're like collector's items now. You hardly ever see them come up for sale. But I seen it come up for sale and I thought, I've been thinking about it for a while, but I seen it and thought, yeah, I haven't had one for a while, so why not grab one? And yeah, a nice bit of kit and nice little collector's item.
Yeah, they are a nice collector's item, and you might want to try like up on the Downs, or even better up by Orfield Sports Centre. That's even higher again out there, and then you get the